The Crossroads Podcast.
Abby,
Cuz.
they let me see the backside of the music game.
The backside
signed
of the
up.
music game.
Explain that. What did you see?
So basically, you know, like I said, I was hustling. They met me with a Rolex and an S500. You feel me? So Russ and them respected me as a hustler. So they let me see what this shit really was. I remember Lyor telling me, he said, I'm going to tell you a story. Let's Ride came out.
Yeah.
He did Let's Ride. That was the first single off my album.
Yeah, that was a banger.
And the box was the video shit back then. Remember the music box?
You got
could
the order.
Call and request.
Yeah.
Boom. So I'm sitting at the house. My single is out. Russell and them, they got me right. I got big billboards in the town. I mean, it's bigger than big. You imagine you take a guy who already has like a street thing going, and then bam, that. I mean, it was just lining up. So the video goes #1 on the box. I'm juiced. Pick up the phone. I call Lyor.
Juiced.
I said, we #1 on the box. I told you. He said, yeah, I know, Richie. I bought the spot. Let me give you a second. I'll call you right back.
Bought the spot. This Lyor Cohen he talking about. And shout out to Richie Rich for being like 100 about this, 100% truthful. Because like I said, man, this whole manipulating numbers and the industry, kind of, what's the word I want to use? Kind of doubling down on and securing their investment and making people, I think it was probably so much easier to make people famous back then because it was only so many avenues that people had to be famous, It wasn't all these, it was no YouTube, it was no streaming services, it was no, it was MTV, BET, the radio. That's when it was real gatekeepers, and the gatekeepers decided who would be famous. But let's keep going.
There it is.
I said, what?
But how ironic is that? The owner of the person running the label say, yeah, Richie, we bought those spots.
Hey, he said he bought the #1 spot, and I'll be honest with you, that shit hurt. Because I thought I had did that shit, right? I thought people was requesting that shit.
Yo, you thought.
I wonder when Drake realized that, his shit was being manipulated to the point, and it was being, and it was being fed to the people for him to be the star that he had became, and that it hurt him in the same way that it hurt this guy.
They liked you.
Hey, bro.
Thought it was me.
And Lyor firsthand walked me through this game and told me what it was and what it wasn't. He said, Richie, let me explain something to you. He used to talk like this. He said, Richie, it's all payola. Just understand these things have to happen. We have to grease the wheels for everything to go the way it goes. I could
Grease
make
the
your
wheels.
grandmother the hottest woman in the country in 6 months.
What year was this?
I can make your grandma the hottest woman in the country in 6 months. This Lyor Cohen talking. Look him up if you don't know who he is.
96.
1996. We're in 2024.
Hey.
When you see the headlines about
1996.
UMG being petitioned for doing that kind of marketing and promotions and payola, what do you think?
Bro, I seen it firsthand. Like I told you, Lyor told me straight up. He was like, bro, the reason I'm telling you these things, Rich, is because I like you. Russell likes you. And we don't want you to get down the road and when this shit is over, you be spent somewhere and fucked up. And we know you're not that type of dude. This thing is all payola, okay? I can
All
make
payola.
you the hottest man in the building. And then I'm going to tell you something else. When I left the label, they gave me a player play on that. People was going around saying, Rich got dropped. I was only on Def Jam for 1 year. I did one album. Next album we recorded was about to come out. Russell and Lyor called me into a meeting. This time Russell talking. He like, we about to sell the company, Rich. He said, and we don't know, who it's going to end up with. So we're going to give you the option to leave if you want to leave. We'll take the record that you just recorded, which
What he's speaking to now is the fact that they was about to sell the company, and he wouldn't be in the same people's Like, he wouldn't be in the boss's good graces anymore, possibly at the record label. So he could possibly get shelved, be the same person with the same type of music, with the same potential, but not with the same push anymore. So he wouldn't be as hot as he was with Lyor greasing the wheels for him. So they was like, we'll let you out of your deal because we finna sell anyway. And, it's going to be new management. And so you ain't going to be the chosen one, the chosen hot guy anymore. So we'll give you some money and let you out of your deal. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of getting to my point. I don't want to harp on this message too much, but to all the Drake fans and to even all the Kendrick fans out there, music fans in general, yeah, it's a new day and age with streaming, and we can kind of pick and choose more so what we like and what we don't like when it comes to a whole bunch of things, entertainment wise, But to all of you saying that, Drake isn't calling out what benefited him in the industry by calling out what they did for Kendrick because he was hot years before the streaming industry came, it was much easier to do that before the streaming industry. They just figured out how to inflate numbers and get people hot like that with streaming. But before streaming, it was the same play. A record would come out and the label would buy awards, would buy placements, buy number one spots, buy hundreds of thousands of the album so they can put it in a magazine. And they would have the magazine in their pocket, pay the magazine to print the ad that says, oh, this album sold 300,000, 1 million copies. First week, oh, it's the hottest album ever. It's marketing. It's a machine. And Drake has been the beneficiary of it since he popped off. And so has every single one of your favorite artists ever. It's a marketing machine. The radio programmed us to like almost every song that we've ever liked. If you can hear the trashiest song, just think about Ice JJ Fish type of songs, and you can hear the trashiest song enough times until it's stuck in your head and you singing it all day. You know what I'm saying? It's all programming and smoke and mirrors and manipulation, and that's what Drake is trying to call out, with his little lawsuit, which I think is a disgrace and a spit in the face of the whole culture of hip hop. But yeah, let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. Do you believe that Payola runs the music industry? Do you believe that the popularity of music and do you believe that the entertainment industry can manipulate people into becoming stars? Do you think Drake has a point and is totally justified with his lawsuit, or it's not a lawsuit yet? It's an inquiry into some information, so he can make a lawsuit. I forget the formal word for it, but. Or do you think Drake is just being a bitch and being a girl about the whole loss, and that he should just move on from it, keep making music? And do you think he has a chance of being the same superstar that he was before if UMG just doesn't give him the machine anymore? Yeah, let me know what y'all think in the comment section, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.